my way to New Orleans. When I saw these two women, they told me they're gonna buy my gas on lane. And they were two pretty women that I ain't never seen. Just two pretty women that I ain't never seen, and they told me that they would buy my gas on lane. Say, listen over yonder, now who's that knocking on my door? Say, listen over yonder, now who's that knocking on my door? It's probably them everyday men. They don't want me here no more. Lord, hey, they don't want me no more. Lord, hey, they don't want me no more. Oh, Max, I gotta keep going. When I had money it was hello sweetie pie, but I got broken it was bye bye country guy. Now must I holler, must I sing 'em on time, sing 'em on time, sing 'em on time, sing 'em on time. Right now must I holler, must I sing 'em on time. When I had money it was hello sweetie pie, but I got broken it was bye bye country guy. Now must I holler, must I sing 'em on time, sing 'em on time, sing 'em on time, sing 'em on time. Right now must I holler, must I sing 'em on time. Was over in Aberdeen on my way to New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream from Rainwater Studios. It's Wednesday night. I'm your host, Kenan Rainwater, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to my good friend, Sean Hildreth from the Brown County Community Foundation.
Thank you, Kenan. It's great being here. Great to share a little bit about the foundation and play a few tunes.
Right on. Yeah, this is not your first time in this studio. Can you relive that event for me? I don't remember how we got in contact.
Yeah, it was actually Kirsty Tiernan put me in contact with you to talk about maybe doing a virtual meeting. With COVID, we had to, pivot and do a lot of different things this year, and one of those was our annual report to the community. And thank you so much. Turned out great. I got to say thanks to Rev and Breezy again, Rich Hardesty, and Heather and
Heather and Barry.
Barry.
Yeah.
I always almost call him the wrong thing. It's Barry. Heather
He goes
Barry
by
Elkins.
a lot of names, so it's okay.
So we came here, and it was a great thing. We had a lot of people come in and record their segments. We did some of it live, and it came together and was absolutely wonderful. had a lot of people view it and helped out with awareness about what we're doing. And that's kind of why we're here. Why I'm here tonight is to, well, play some music. That's the first goal. And then the second one is to really share a little bit about the foundation.
Well, I'm really happy to have you in here. That was a real privilege for us to get to stream your annual report. Thank you for believing in us. We're a fledgling little business, learning as we go here. But that was a lot of fun. We had a fella in here that received a Lifetime Achievement Award. We had Teed Howard. We had a judge in here in our little studio.
Yeah.
A lot of prestigious folks, and it was a real honor to get to do that.
Yeah, it's great to be able to honor those volunteers, people that have dedicated their lives to Brown County. And we came in here and used a local business to help to support the local work that we do. So it was truly wonderful.
Yeah, it was excellent for us, and I'm glad it came together in the way it did. What's your official role with Brown County Community Foundation?
My official role is Marketing, Communications, and Outreach Officer. Basically, there's 3 of us there. We do a lot. But my main role is to really share our message with the community. Let people know the great things that are happening and, why they should support the foundation, or maybe what are some of the resources they could use from the foundation. So, we've got a small shop, but we do really big things.
So I just found out about you guys this year, but it turns out you've been around since 1993. Is that correct?
Yeah. 27 years of serving Brown County, and really began with a little bit of help from the Lilly Foundation and a community initiative here. And they got behind it and sponsored a lot of community foundations throughout the state. And that's when the Brown County Community Foundation was formed. And from there, have grown into an organization that grants out over $1 million each year in
Amazing.
Scholarships and grants to the Brown County community.
Have you guys been administering the Lilly Scholarship since '93?
Yeah, forgive me because I don't remember the official year when we started doing the Lilly Scholarship, but
Sure.
we do administer that program, and some great kids, including one we had here for the annual report. So
Well, actually, we're going to play a song from one of the recipients of the Lilly Endowment. It was 1999 when Joe Bollinger received the Lilly Endowment. I believe he went to Earlham College on
Nice.
Lily's dime for that.
yeah, that's great.
Really cool.
And our scholarships, Lilly Scholarship is closed, the application for that. But other scholarships are open now. So if anybody's interested in the scholarship applications, you can go to browncountygives.org and find out how they can apply for a scholarship to help them with their schooling.
Right on. Well, this set list isn't set in stone. Maybe we should play a song by that Lilly Endowment recipient just because we mentioned old Joe Bollinger. You want to throw down on one and then come back and talk some more
Yeah,
about
sure.
the good deeds being done?
Is that number 6 there?
That's number 5, Why We Fight. So Mr. Bollinger, recipient of the Lilly Endowment that was probably administered by the Brown County Community Foundation back in 1999, wrote this song. What was the movement when all the kids were protesting the indebtedness, the student loan? They went and marched and they protested. Yeah.
Somebody yell it.
What was it, Mandy? Oh, he moved his mic, but that's all right. It's
Occupy Wall Street.
That's it. It was Occupy. Man, did somebody help us with that? No, you pulled that out.
Hold it.
Nice, and that's why you're here, buddy. So this is Why We Fight from Joe Bollinger. You foreclosed on our houses, the kids are getting mad. The lives we promised them are all shriveled up and dead. You hit them with your pepper spray, with rubber and with lead. You load them with dreams and switched out poverty instead. Now, who do you think you are? This is America, stupid. You can't ride without a ticket. The lottery's easy if you know how to pick it. Your money or your life, you don't own what you give them. Go to sleep on the ground and you'll wake up in prison. Now, who do you think you are? What say this is gone? this has gone too far. You came here to find God's word in a stone, but God's got nothing on the power of your phone. So climb up on your heaps of money all alone, buy a new kind of worship, install yourself on the throne. Come and squeeze your little children, yeah, bear your little swords. Your faith of them promises are breaking like cords that tie back your gates and hold fast your doors. Just why do you think these kids are out here marching all they foreign? Who do you think you are? Oh, I'd say this is gone too far. Tell us to bend over, grab our bootstraps and pull. But what about the bootstraps that your granddaddy stole? That caught your little cradle before it could fall and crash into the cage that you robbed for us all. You can't win this game, child, 'cause the rules are all rigged. From the start, keep your ideas from getting too big. Know your place and count your blessings. Don't ever ask why the rich keep their money while the poor have to die. Who do you think you are? Well, I'd say this has gone too far. In the end's inside. That's why we fight. Right. That was Why We Fight from Lilly Endowment recipient Joe Bollinger of Brown County, class of '99. And we do believe that the Brown County Community Foundation administered the scholarship that year as well.
Yes.
My good friend Sarah Merriman also received the scholarship that year. Besides administering grants and scholarships and whatnot, what else do you guys do?
Quite a bit. You know, grants and scholarships are the heart of our work, but we really look at taking investments from donors, taking donations and investing those for the future so they can make more of a perpetual impact. But this year was a little different. You know, we kind of had to pivot on a lot of things, had to cancel a lot of our own personal fundraisers for the foundation. But we were able to do some amazing things for Brown County. You know, I think if you saw the Rapid Response Fund, that was something that local donors got behind and really made donations so that we could have a rapid way to grant out money to organizations that needed it in response to the pandemic.
Now, was that was a lot of that focused on the volunteer fire departments and the first responders and people like that?
Yeah, a lot of organizations like that, nonprofits that maybe had to cancel their own fundraisers. You know, if you can't have a fish fry that funds, you know, a huge portion of your budget,
right,
you're going to need support other places. But we were also able to help with a lot of the food security for Brown County, which has been great.
You've been running a lot of food banks at the local elementary schools, and
we've been part of a partnership that's been doing that. It's been great. The Brown County COAD is a group of nonprofit organizations, government, police, that have really come together and done great things for Brown County. And through that, we were able to fund a grant request from St. Vincent de Paul of Brown County to purchase a refrigerated truck. So that can be used to, you know, kind of go around to these different mobile pop-up pantries, make sure the food stays, you know, at temperature, stays fresh, and it's easy to get there. You don't want to use truckload after truckload. We can take it all in one large vehicle.
And it has a funny name.
It's a reefer truck, which is, short for refrigerated, but it's not always what people think of when you say, "Hey, yeah, we got the reefer truck."
Uh-huh. And they have a good sense of humor, so they call her Mary Jane, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the running name right now. So
I said it. It's my fault.
It's a good, we got a good group with a good sense of humor, and
Awesome.
we're out there helping. So, in addition to that, the Rapid Response Fund was just one kind of facet of our response to COVID. We also had Okra support for small businesses, so we were able to help. So far, of the $250,000 in funding, we've got about $40,000 left to help small businesses, but we've been able to grant that out to a variety of businesses to really help support them through this pandemic.
And that's for
as well.
businesses with 25 employees or less?
Correct. That's the one that we had. There's also one that was available through the county and the town of Nashville that have a little bit different structure. But
And if people want to look into these resources and find out where they can find food, or maybe they find funding for their small business or whatever other resources you guys might have, where would they look?
you can go to our website and we can direct you to that. BrownCountyGives.org. You can go there. We'll help you find what you needed.
That was on that sign that strange man was prancing around with during the
that
intro.
guy, like,
Brown County
Little intro
Gives.org, yeah.
sign spinning going on. It was nice.
Right. Our budget's been reduced, so we can't pay for one of the, good-looking people to walk around with the sign.
Next time you got to put it on a fishing pole with a line, just dangle it out there.
I think we will. We're gonna have to get creative because I just can't do that every time. What about another tune here? You wanna
Sounds great.
give them a thrill, man? Let's see. Let's just play from the top here. From the top. This is a tune I wrote down in the Pine Room before it closed down. That beautiful place that we all loved. I was sitting in the Muddy Boots section in one of the booths and came up with this fairly simple tune, but it's enjoyable to play, and it's called "Rocket to the Sun." Shovel in my hand. Yeah, I've done my share of digging. This ain't no shovel in my hand. Now I dig rocks when they're rolling, rocking and rolling till the end. Now I got a harp in my pocket, got this guitar on my back. Yeah, I've got a harp in my pocket, I've got a guitar on my back. When these grooves are hot and moving, like a train coming down the track. Launch me on a rocket to the sun. Well, now if I should expire, launch me on a rocket to the sun. All right. Shoot, I got a shout out to Nolan Eastwood back there behind the lights. He's running the lights for us. He was the drummer for Rainwater while we rocked that song and many others for a couple years. And good memories we have and we share. Thank you, Nolan, for coming in and joining us, helping us out, and being there through all those crazy Rainwater years. But, let's see here. Boy. Grants. We've talked about some grants. We've talked about some scholarships. We didn't talk much about Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band when they came in here. We featured them in the intro today, and that song was actually from a live stream they did here as a sound check for us for our stream before we live streamed them to their own pages. Before they took off on their journey, they got the fiber optic internet, and now they live stream from their homes. They did one this Saturday. Did you catch any of that?
Yeah, that's great. Breezy on the drum kit.
Yeah, they did their first ever duo show.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I thought so.
And they're great. You know, like being able to have a performance of them for our annual report was wonderful. But then, you know, to see what they're doing too. You know, I know the guitar auction going on right now with 50% of that going back to charity.
Are you guys handling any of that charitable donation stuff? That's a
just
different group?
proud of them.
Sure, yeah, me too.
You know, I think it's a pretty cool thing when people are giving back to the community. It doesn't matter if it's through the foundation or through a different nonprofit. As long as you're involved in giving, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, and I think the technical details of that is I think it's 12 guitars that he has that he's auctioning off. I'm sure you can go to their Facebook page and find out more about that if you want to own one of Reverend Peyton's guitars and support a great cause at the same time.
Yeah, and I think, you know, if you want to support a great cause, that's, you know, why the foundation is great, because we have so many different interests, so many different funds that we have. If somebody has a charitable interest, you know, if they want to give perpetually to the Humane Society, they can set up a fund through the foundation. And then through that investment, they get a withdrawal every year that helps that organization. So it perpetually helps them throughout the future. And, you know, if you're interested in the environment, you're interested in education, if you're interested in, you know, helping the community, you can really look and see what funds are there and donate to those. Or if you're in the position where you can create a fund, contact us and we'll help you figure out all the details.
You guys have a lot of expertise in that field as far as creating funds and making dreams like that come to life. There's a lot of people that have loved ones pass away. They start funds for those people in their name.
Memorial or tribute funds are a great way to honor someone that you've lost. And I think, you know, that's something that we see a lot. You know, if somebody maybe loses a loved one, they can come in and start a fund for that. And in fact, we had a donation come in for Giving Tuesday that was really special. Lana Reitzman, great donor of ours, she lost her sister. And as someone who's lost two siblings, it's hard. And sometimes it's hard to figure out what you can do to honor their life. But she was able to do that by contacting the foundation, setting up a scholarship, the Fay Lynn Deckard Memorial Scholarship Fund.
And her sister was an educator, is that right?
For 47 years.
Right.
So quite a way to honor her. And this is actually the first year we're going to be giving out that scholarship. So to have her do a tribute gift on Giving Tuesday was absolutely amazing. And maybe after the next song, we can tell a little bit more about Giving Tuesday. Some of the other
maybe some of the details of that particular grant would be interesting.
But you know, great way to honor someone, and 47 years as an educator, they deserve to be honored.
Yeah, that's huge. I took care of a lady in a nursing home while I had a brief stint in nursing school, and she was an educator, and you know, it was fun to hear her tell stories about her career, and I love sweet old people, and she was a good one.
Anybody who's in education has a special place in my heart.
Yeah,
taking care of
for
our
real.
kids.
That's probably up there with the most important jobs being done right now. So we'll come back and chat a little bit more about the specifics of how to set up a memorial fund and maybe some more of the specifics of that one that you mentioned about Lana Reitzman there.
Yeah.
After this little tune that, as I mentioned, back in the day, the Playhouse had some music awards, and it was a fun thing for us local musicians. And for myself personally, as I was just starting out making music, and I won an award for the best new musician, and then for this song that we put out as the Indiana Boys. Admittedly, there was maybe, you know, it's a small county, right? But it was still a great honor and a lot of fun. But this is a song called Concrete Town that I wrote about, kind of about life in the county, life in the country versus life in the city, maybe.
I've got a secret to tell. My soul's not up for sale. Though I have to make a living, even if it drags me through hell. I borrowed a dime or two, credit cards just a few. I don't remember what I bought, but I'll bet my lenders do. I will not live like this. I would not be locked down. I will not do my time in your concrete town. I could move to the city or even a small town, but there's a fear in me. I would only let myself down. A bird in a cage needs free. A plowed field needs seed. A man needs open spaces and fresh air to breathe. So we'll not live like this. I would not be locked down. I will not do my time in your concrete town. I will not live like this. I would not be locked down. I will not do my time in your concrete town. Now don't tell me. Now don't tell me. Don't tell me this is all life has for me. All right. Concrete town, man.
It's great.
You live down in Seymour, right? You tell me you live in the city or you live outside of Seymour?
I live in the city,
in the city.
the booming metropolis of Seymour.
And tell you what, I had a buddy down here one time named Buddha, and in the middle of the night, it's after one of our festivals that we have down here. It's the 5 in the morning, and he and I are sitting up after everybody's gone to bed, and we're looking at the stars. And I said, Buddha, man, is it like this where you live? He said, no, man. No, not at all. I live down in the middle of Seymour, man. It ain't nothing like this. And so it was a pretty special night. And then we ran out of water in our well, and I had to carry buckets of water upstairs to flush my toilet. And that night was impressed upon me how privileged we are to live in this modern age where we don't have to carry buckets of water. Yeah. And how privileged I am to live in the county where the stars shine and there's
you are
no
privileged to see the stars.
light pollution. And
It's hard to see them in Seymour, but we get by.
Yeah, you get by. I used to visit my eye doctor was in Seymour growing up. It's good. It's a good place to get your eyes worked on and stuff.
It's been a great place to grow up and live. But great thing about coming to Brown County, like and living and working here, is my wife and I used to come here a lot when we were young. You know, we'd come over and explore the art community and check out Nashville, and grew up all around the region. Hiking and just having a good time. So it's a great area. And I'm proud to work in Brown County.
Awesome.
Be a part of the community here.
Well, we're proud to have you. I mean, it's been a pleasure getting to know you, and
Thanks.
It's been a pleasure getting to know the good works of the Brown County Community Foundation, which I'm kind of surprised that I didn't know about it, but at the same time, since I'm not a man with a lot of disposable income, you guys weren't hunting me down before.
Well,
So-
I think that's one of the myths,
Is
that
it?
we want to dispel is you don't have to create an endowment to create an impact. Like it's a great thing, and if you have that capacity, if you're able to create an endowed fund for a scholarship or an annual withdrawal for a nonprofit, great, do it. Invest that and have it be perpetual. But if you can give $10, $20 to help out with a
Kind of
cause
like
you
what
love.
we've been seeing with like the grassroots political movements and whatnot.
Yeah,
Where it's $5 or $10 or $20.
Well, and yesterday, like what we saw yesterday, it's Giving Tuesday. Well, it was. It was Giving Tuesday, and that is a day that started, I think, in 2012. It's kind of a global day of giving. So you have all the commercial, consumerism with Black Friday and Small Business Saturday, which we do want people to support small businesses too. But after all that spending and spending and spending, it's a day to give back. So it's always the Tuesday following Cyber Monday, and this year we raised on Giving Tuesday $49,000 for different funds of ours, and for the foundation itself and some of the different endowed funds there. So an amazing day where people really came together throughout Brown County. And, some of that was large gifts. Some of that was a $5 gift.
Sure.
A $20 gift.
And it all adds up.
And it all adds up. And that's the great thing.
And as a Brown County resident, I'd like to say thank you personally, because a lot of those things do benefit me personally and the people that I know and love in this county. I love living here. And
yeah, I mean, some of the things, people don't realize some of the impact that we had. As a foundation, we were integral in the creation of the YMCA, the library, the Salt Creek Trail, helped with the Historical Society, helped with, so many different initiatives. And the Rapid Response Fund this year was just another example of an immediate response. We're always there supporting nonprofits and helping them. But, this year was different. And we rose to the occasion. And I think that's one of the things I'm the most proud about some of our work this year is we really worked together well with a lot of organizations to collaborate and make these things happen because they needed to happen.
Right on. And that Lana Reitzman deal, this scholarship fund, who does that benefit specifically?
Specifically, that's great. Sorry, I didn't cover that. The Lana or the Faye Lynn Deckard Memorial Scholarship Fund is for anybody that's a Brown County student that'll be pursuing a degree in early childhood education.
Oh,
so
excellent.
It's pretty amazing to have that support. Somebody's going to go in to be an educator, to know that it was someone that spent 47 years of their life dedicated to that. That's pretty special.
Right on. Yeah, I like that. I mentioned that this set list isn't set in stone, and now I remembered the song that I want to play.
We can do
and
whatever.
We might have played it one time together when we were jamming. I'm not sure.
I'll adapt.
Okay, you're very adaptable. So this tune, this is called Prodigal. This is the newest song I've written. I did a little video of it the other day, just playing around in here and trying out some of this technology. We've been upgrading rather quickly in here and adding different tools. And at some point, I won't rest until it's a nice little TV studio. And I keep saying that it'll be done at some point, and then I'll focus on becoming good at what I do out here. Until then, I'm just trying to get by and make the technology work. But it's coming together very well thanks to Mandy and Taylor's help and Nolan's help.
We got a great crew. It's been
thank
great
you.
working with Mandy and the others, to really do everything from our annual report to tonight. So
Right on.
you got great people helping you, and I'm impressed. So,
Awesome. Well, thank you.
great
I hope
work.
you can come back and visit frequently and keep us appraised of the goings-on in the county, where people can find resources that they need, and how people can give out of their excess or just give in general to good causes. So thanks for coming in, dude. It's fun jamming with you. Let's see here. Let's start that again. Forgot which song I did. Looks in the mirror there, can find a smile anywhere. His faith of a coming back. He left on a dirt road, carrying a heavy load. His life's supposed to hurt this bad. Now there's two ways he can go. Sometimes I wonder, does he know that old dirt's now a highway home? You run so hard when you're gonna slow down. Can you make a loop and get turned around? Don't you grow tired of the dirt and stone when right behind you is the highway home?
was just a kid, wondering what the grown-ups did, chasing dreams to just getting by. But it's been so many years, so many tears and fears, puts a lump down in my throat. I wanna be a better man, not sure if I can. Fears like a hook that gets set real deep. But oh, it's the little things, all the smiles kindness bring. You get some love and you give it right back. You run so hard when you're gonna slow down. Can you make a loop and get turned around? Don't you grow tired of the dirt and stone when right behind you is the highway home? Can you cut out an inch and put it right back? Do you tell the truth about what you like? Can you find in your heart what it takes to forgive? Oh, go on and do what your daddy did. You run so hard when you're gonna slow down. Can you make a loop and get turned around? Don't you grow tired of the dirt and stone when right behind you is the highway home? Right behind you is the highway home. Yeah, right behind you. Highway home, right behind you. All right, thanks for indulging me on that audible, buddy.
That was fun.
Thank you. Yeah, good drumming. So for people at home that don't know, what do you call that little box you're sitting on?
Cajon.
Cajon.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's my little carry along and play along with friends.
Portable chair
Yeah,
slash
portable
drum.
chair, jamming.
It has a little rattle inside of it like a snare drum does. So it kind of makes all the sounds of a full drum kit in a little box shape.
Yeah, I really look forward to return to normalcy when I can go and sit in at the Brown County Inn or one of the other open mics and carry this little bad boy in and just. And I'm not so much of a drum circle guy, but
Right, like
sitting
jamming
in
along
playing
with
a part. Yeah.
songs that have a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
I like those kind of songs.
not just droning. I mean, it's fun if you want to get into the drum circles.
Sure, sure.
I'd rather play a part.
But yeah, I really appreciate that because a lot of times I get into those jam circles. There's about 15 guitars, maybe a couple mandolins and a banjo, and but there's 15 guitars, and there's like percussion is a great thing to have to keep us all together.
Keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. What else? Is there anything else you'd like to tell folks?
Well, I think I can always share, a few different things, but I think something that's coming up soon. We talked about that you don't have to be, a very wealthy person to make a gift to the foundation. We're really kind of trying to emphasize that to people over the coming year. And later this month, we're going to do a resolution giving. So instead of, making a resolution like, hey, I'm going to lose 20 pounds and I'm going to work out every day, and 3 days into the gym, you're like, why did I buy this membership? You can invest in your community. So you can make a resolution to give, a $5 gift a month, $10 gift a month. And you're probably not going to notice that coming out each month. $5, $10, $20.
That's a increasingly popular trend right now. That subscription-based things. And
I mean, at the end of the year, you're going to have a nice little total, make a nice gift to your community, and you don't have to do it all at once. So it's nice when people can make a big lump sum gift. But especially in these times, not everybody can do that. But they still want to help, and that's a way you can help. So that's something we're looking forward to launching later this month. Is kind of how to give, text to give, or sign up to do a monthly gift. And if you want to make a gift tonight, though, I'm going to do a shameless plug. You can text the code BCGIVES to 44321, and it'll connect you to a secure website where you can make a gift of any amount.
Text BC Gives to 44321.
321. So you just text BC Gives. It's that easy.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then just enter a dollar amount?
Yeah. So it'll be a site you'll go to, and you can decide on a dollar amount. You can decide to do monthly. Mm-hmm. And right now, any amount will help. So if you want to get involved and make a gift that way, go ahead and jump on and help us out. And I think, as you think about the foundation, we're your foundation. So if you have ideas, you have things you want to get involved with, or you wonder what we're doing to help in that area, contact us.
One of the things I especially like about the way your foundation's set up is that it works off of basically the interest or the dividends of an initial lump sum investment. Mm-hmm. So a lot of places when you give, you don't know how much of that dollar is actually going to the intended recipient, because a lot of times a bureaucracy or an organization eats up some of those funds. But you are funded by the chunk of money that's already there, that's accruing interest and dividends, and
And people can choose to make a gift to the foundation to help with those, the overhead costs of having staff.
Right, which is a real thing. The people that
that's
help
a real thing that you have to have
funds.
when you're running nonprofits. We all wish that everything could be, led by volunteers, but that is something I would be amiss if I didn't mention. The great volunteers that we have at the foundation. We have a volunteer board of trustees, and they're there going through the numbers, going through the investments, serving on scholarship committees, serving on grants committees, helping
considerable
us plan
time investment.
events.
Sounds
and these people are great. Sorry, I'm not going to go through and name you all, but know that you are appreciated, whether it be you serving on a committee or serving as a board of trustees member. We need all those people.
You're appreciated by Sean and the Brown County Community Foundation, but you're also appreciated by us Brown County residents, of which I am one. So I can, with authority, say thank you. We appreciate you. Yeah. Let's play him another song. We got like 2 more songs to play, y'all, and maybe we'll think of something intriguing to talk about while we play this song from Dakota Curtis, right? something not too risky, but intriguing. Let's hope. This is Boulevard's on Fire. This is from, like I said, Dakota Curtis. He's one of my favorite songwriters. He lives over in Bloomington, and I got in touch with him partly because Bollinger, the Lilly recipient that wrote the other song, started playing music with Dakota after like some kind of ad in a newspaper for Jam Buddy. They got together, so now 2 of my favorite songwriters went through the spell where they played and wrote music together as Dakota Joe, and then they became the Lean and the Plenty, which was very clever, right? The Lean was Dakota and the Plenty was Joe. And they had a full band, and they released an album, which is pretty great, called From Men to Beasts. I'll have to maybe send you home with one. I think we stole one from Dakota at one of the shows. Thanks, Dakota. And thank you for this song, Boulevards on Fire.
Some say there's a darkness out on the edge of town. Girl, cruising now, gunning southbound. And I feet her bound for nothing toward somewhere I've never found from here. When that sun is setting low down on the western sky, it makes me want to tear this highway up to hell and back. But I can't find it in myself to justify leaving it behind. And the boulevards are on fire while the street lights are swinging low. This life can be a real long time if you don't know where to go. You can follow me, but my will is weak. My heart is good. I've got this burning in my gut that keeps me running through the night. So I'm burning up these avenues, hoping something turns out right. This money in my pocket's telling me to get a drink, honey, I just might. While some days I just feel like I've been living blind, like everything I ever had was never really mine. I've been holding out for something, if I found it out here, I'd just pass it by. Well, this thing was running good until the night that I met you, and then it kinda lost some nerve to get on up and go to school. If I'm being honest, well, I guess I'm just a fool for you. Oh, but I could paint your picture even in the darkest room, and I could pick the back of your head from a crowd if I had to. If you ever thought you loved me, well, I'd say you probably do, my dear. And the lakefront is getting higher while the train whistle blows. This life can be a real long time if you don't know where to go. You can follow me, though my will is weak, my heart is good. And the boulevards are on fire tonight.
I don't know if that's exactly the way Dakota does it. Nobody can do it just like Dakota does it. I encourage y'all to check out Dakota Curtis, ladies and gentlemen. He's got some cool stuff streaming online and probably on YouTube, probably on Rainwater Studios YouTube channel. Actually, we got a few things on
Good
there.
channel. That's a good one.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's great.
He's rolling in a three-piece called Dakota and the Dark right now, and we caught him at the Pavilion during the Pavilion concert series in Nashville.
Nice.
It was hosted by the Arts Council, I believe, and it was cool. We went down there and ran sound and did a little video.
That's fun.
Yeah, they're good players. It's a good thing. I like all these community projects.
Yeah, and there's so many. You know, I think that's the great thing I've learned coming and working in Brown County is the connectedness. You know, like not only are the organizations connected and working with each other, but the people are. You know, like I
Right.
go and I volunteer for the Peaceful Valley Heritage, helping with cemetery restoration, and I meet all these amazing people that are helping in other groups.
Yeah, my buddy
too.
Jim Connors helped with that some. He works in sculpture, stone, and steel, and he's revitalized some of those tombstones with him.
Yeah, it's been great. And Andy Yoder has been doing a lot of work up at I've just blanked on the name of the cemetery, but
Oh, okay.
Lanham Ridge.
Oh, is there one up on Lanham Ridge?
Yeah. And so, you know, just to see these people in the community getting involved and giving back, whether it be through our work at the foundation or, you know, Peaceful Valley Heritage or the arts committees, you know, it's great. And people are really engaged and care.
Awesome. I have a real passion and interest right now in seeing how music and art and community outreach and service can work hand in hand. And I've been chatting with some local artists about possibly displaying their artwork while we do this thing, this music and this chat about community issues, and then people could see their artwork hanging between us.
Yeah.
And then maybe we could do like a silent auction of the art for,
I think it's great.
you know, a portion of it can go to the artist, a portion to a charitable.
You just mentioned that, and I kind of went somewhere else for a second because I forgot.
Tell
to
me,
check.
where did you go? Where did
I
you go?
forgot to check my bid before we started to see if I won at the children's auction.
What'd you bid on?
Well, I guess Christmas present for someone.
Oh, can't
Maybe
say.
that wasn't the best idea. But
So is that the one that's historically happened at the,
At the
Ordinary?
Ordinary,
But
yeah.
how did they do that this year?
did it online, and
It's all online.
on Facebook. So they would post an item as a Facebook post, and then your bids were the comments.
Oh,
you know,
cool.
so you could
And
go
then
through
somehow I
and-
missed it. I'm just not
And
as in touch
8
as I
o'clock
need to be.
tonight was the end of those bids, and I forgot to check. So
Oh, maybe you won.
yeah, maybe I did.
That'd be awesome for whoever you bought that
Yeah.
for. Do I have something special to look forward to, Sean? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's for you.
Is it smaller than a bread basket?
Yes.
Okay. I'm on to you. We're getting close. Well, thank you for coming in and gracing us. Is there anything else you'd like to shout out about before we bid everybody adieu and play one song to...
Got to say thanks
out?
to my great coworkers, Madison Miller, our
Yeah,
CEO.
we met. She was in here
Yeah,
for
she was in here
she
for that.
spearheaded a lot of the talking on the
Yeah, you know, she's a
And your
great
report.
spokesperson
Yep.
and a wonderful leader, involved in so much in the community and really,
That was
really,
apparent in the short time I got to chat with her.
yeah, really a great person. And then Janice Belbrink, who has been the heart and backbone of what we've been doing at the foundation as of late. And we've got a great team, and I want to say thanks to them. You know, so if you want to make a gift again, shameless plug, BC Gives to 44321.
That's just a text thing.
Mhm.
Just text
You
it
can
to
just
that
text
number.
BC
44321.
Gives to 44321.
Right on. And Mandy, that runs our cameras and the software behind them, is going to put some of that information up in the latter half of this song as we play this out and tell y'all audios. Oh, I forgot to be checking out our comments. Jim Schilling, thank you for coming in and dialing in the lights, dude. Thank you for spot checking it now. And thank you, Nuck Mills, for always tuning in and encouraging us in what we do. You're pretty awesome yourself, brother. And we might have some requests of you in the near future with your graphic
Thanks,
design
Jake.
abilities. Well done. Jake Stice, it's amazing the kind of people that'll come in here. And we're really honored to have Sean in here. I know that you know him personally from down there in Seymour, and
That's some
we'll
good
get some
people, too.
stories
Jake and Kayla
about you.
give back
Yeah.
a lot to the community.
Yeah, they do.
Good people.
I really love those two. Christopher Garner, man, we'd love to have you back in here. Really enjoyed your songs when you came in and played for us. I need to cut some of those out and post them as individual songs because I think the rest of the general public's going to love it. Dave Wallace, thank you for always encouraging us and for being a patron of the studios. Dave Wallace was our first patron on Patreon. And as long as I don't tell him how much he's given us to date, he will probably keep doing it. Thank you, Dave. And
Those
down there in
little
Cincinnati,
donations add
thanks for
up.
tuning in. They do,
Yeah.
you know, and a monthly thing. So, like, if you give $5 a month to Brown County Community Foundation, it will add up, and it'll help some people out, like Dave helps us here, along with several other wonderful patrons. Bless you, Nuck. This song's for you, my man, for agreeing to do this horrific task that we have ready for you. You don't even know what you've gotten into now. All right. This last tune is called Stir Crazy. I'm going to dedicate this one to all you folks sheltering in place and hiding from, you know, doing your part to not spread this COVID around.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's making us all go a little bit stir crazy, but we're hanging in there, and I think that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and we'll be jamming together again soon. So here's Stir Crazy, and we'll catch you next week. Hold on a second, Sean. Something is terribly wrong here. We can't do that to people.
I blame Jake Stice.
Jake, man, I don't know what you did. I don't know what you put in Sean's drink to make him put the wrong harp in my holder, but now we got the right one. Thank you for tuning in, folks. Thanks for bearing with us. Here's Stir Crazy in the proper key. Stir crazy, I'm a man in a trance. Lordy mama like to make you dance. Stir crazy, drinking gasoline. I'd like to hear that guitar sing. Stir crazy like I'm waiting on a train. See all my plans just a swirl in the drain. Stir crazy, about to lose my mind. I need to see that engine shine. Let it shine now. Stir crazy, been wild and free. See how the years caught up with me. Now forget it, I'm a man in a trance. I like to see my baby dance. Come on and dance, baby. Stir crazy, no sleep in my bed. See all these plans running through my head.
Now let's paint it. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank you to Sean Hildreth and the Brown County Community Foundation for all they do. Thank you for your excellent drumming, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Mandy Rozier, for running the cameras. Thank you, Taylor Hurley, on the sound. Thank you, Nolan Eastwood, running the lights. Thank you to all of our wonderful patrons that keep us going. Stir crazy about to